Chosen one, I know a secret about your destiny that will change everything. It's a truth I'm only sharing with you right now because your entire future hinges on this one moment. Do not skip this. There's no chance in this. Heaven has stopped your scroll and brought you to this very moment. Today is not like any other day. It's an appointment from God written in the language of fate. You're not here by accident. You were called. Your steps are now in line with this word because your confirmation has arrived. You are on the verge of a supernatural transfer, anointed one, the giving you of what has been kept for you in the heavenly vaults. What was delayed is now being sent. Things that were locked are now free. The shift has already begun. And the vibration of breakthrough is still in the air around you. The Bible says, "For the vision is still for a certain time." Wait for it. Even though it stinks, it's going to happen. It won't take long. Habakkuk 2:3 says that time has come. Feel this truth settle deep inside your spirit. Chosen one. There is no stopping you from being raised. The money, the favor, and the makeover. It's already here, not on the way before 11 p.m. tonight. Let your faith grow. There will be one last confirmation in your soul. Chosen one, take a moment to really understand this truth. This is not a mistake. Things have changed in the air around you. Things that were heavy are starting to get lighter. Heaven has heard and written down every silent prayer you said in the dark. Those words didn't go away. They turned into light and went through time to come back as this moment of divine confirmation. The last confirmation, beloved one, God has been watching you as you've kept going through tough times. He saw that you kept believing even though there was no proof, how you chose to be nice when you could have been mean. How you stood tall even though everything was against you. That wasn't being weak. That was a workout. God was making you stronger from the inside, preparing your spirit for what's to come. Every tear you shed was an investment. And now heaven is giving you money back with interest. This isn't just any video. This is how you align. Heaven has sped up time for you. Because you're now spiritually mature. The point where you stop looking for signs and start being them. That's why this message is getting to you now. Today was meant to be for you before you were even born. It's a prophetic time stamp that marks the change from waiting to getting something, from a prophecy to having it. That kind of season has happened to me before. I know how it feels when doors shut on their own. When all of your plans fall through in an instant. When people stop being in your life and you don't know what went wrong. That was not an ending, though. They were divine changes. God took away the things that were getting in the way so I could carry the promise without changing it. It was quiet but strong when the confirmation finally came. Everything that used to be hard started to move with grace all of a sudden. You chosen one are going through that right now. The stress you've been under wasn't a punishment. It was getting ready. Heaven was making you stronger. These past few weeks of unease, restlessness, and strange stillness were all signs that your spirit was syncing with the frequency of breakthrough. You're not breaking apart. You're opening up. This is where you use your power. God doesn't rush those He has chosen. He makes them better. He waits until you have complete faith. Until you stop looking for approval from other people and start hearing His voice inside you. In that case, this confirmation is final. It's not outside. It's inside. That's when you realize you don't need anyone's okay to rise because heaven gave it to you already. The universe is going to do what you say right now. Things are being changed in a way that benefits you by invisible hands. Conversations are getting ready. Resources are being made available. People are becoming kinder. What used to take work will now happen naturally through alignment. What used to need hard work will now flow with ease. Take this as a sign from God. Chosen one, the time for waiting is over. There is now no more doubt about it. There were delays, but they were all signs from God. And now it's the right time. You're not behind schedule. You're on time. Take deep breaths. Snorts and music, feel that peace. It's not normally calm like that. It sounds like heaven is saying it's done. Now is the time when people don't have to beg for doors to open. They let you in because of changes you've made. Follow me. We'll talk more about how this final confirmation starts to show up in your life, in your calling, in your finances, and in your relationships faster than you ever thought possible. In the next section picked, pay close attention. The way you feel now is not your imagination. To be clear, this is not an emotional high. It wakes up your spirit. Everything around you is starting to change because heaven made a decree with your name on it. The change is quiet, but it will last. The doors that used to ignore your knock are now swinging open. Not because you tried, but because God told them to. Things are changing in the way you live your life. You might have felt it already. People who used to drain you no longer have power over you. The rooms that used to feel safe are now too small. That is not rejection. That is growth. Your vibration has gone up because of the confirmation, putting you in tune with a higher spiritual frequency. These changes to you might not make sense to everyone. That's fine. They aren't breathing the same air anymore. You who have been anointed, this is what divine alignment looks like. It takes the place of striving with flow. You're not being asked to do more by heaven. You are being asked to be more. There's nothing left for you to do now but pray, fight, and pass the tests. As you watch, God shows you what grace looks like in action. Where there used to be resistance, there is now speed. What used to be late will now be delivered. Time now moves at the speed of God. So things that used to take months will only take days. When heaven confirms a soul, things start to move in the invisible. Thoughts begin to flow. Hearts get softer. Chances that have been sleeping for years wake up. You might get a message out of the blue, happen to meet God, or get an offer you weren't expecting. Do not question it. These are not just random events. They are confirmations that can be heard all over the world. I've been through this myself. I remember times when I was tired and tried to force things to happen by working harder, worrying more, and willpower alone. There was no movement. But once I gave up and stopped trying to control what would happen, doors started to open on their own. I was waiting for emails to arrive and they did. The help I was looking for appeared out of nowhere. That's what alignment does so well. Grace starts to pull when you stop pushing. Picked. This confirmation works miraculously well. Heaven is getting rid of the traffic in your timeline. Everything that used to slow you down is being taken away. You are entering a divine rhythm where everything and everyone that is meant for you comes together at just the right time. You're drawing people to you instead of chasing them. And it's not just peace of mind how it shows up in the world. The money will move. Chances will come up again. Relationships will get better. Do not call it luck. Order it. The promise was made by the same God who is now giving the proof. Anointed One. Keep this in mind. Heaven doesn't confirm things for no reason. Not having to wait wasn't a punishment. It was getting ready. You were being kept from getting in before you were ready. Now that the time has come, what was held back is quickly being given out. So be here now. Pay attention to the signs. That sudden calm after a lot of chaos. Yes, that's proof. Snorts, that smooth flow in a fight that used to be. That's a whisper from heaven. Be brave now. Picked. The confirmation has opened the door to the next level where grace leads and manifestation follows. Picked. Not only is the confirmation spiritual, it goes back generations. Heaven does more than just change your life. It changes the history of your whole family tree. You are the chosen one through whom divine reversal flows. The problems your ancestors had, like not having enough money, emotional hurts and cycles of lack, will end with you. That's why the fighting was so fierce. The enemy knew you were the one who was supposed to break the pattern. Holy One, feel this in your spirit. You are not getting something for being perfect. You are being rewarded for sticking with God. Even when it seemed like He wasn't doing anything, for being thankful, when you could have complained, and for loving Him even when His silence was the loudest sound in your life. In the unseen world, that kind of faith counts. It changes things. It lets people in. It brings about favor that can't be earned by work alone. Now is the time of year when spiritual inheritance turns into physical possession. The confirmation that came on today has opened up a long-lost door. Agreements made a long time ago before you were born. That's the reason your shoulders felt tight. You carried the weight of generations of people who were waiting for a breakthrough. Now, though the sky says it's over, the weight goes up. The flow starts. It is okay to make the transfer. Picked. This gift of wealth from God isn't just about money. It has to do with power. It's about letting power, influence, and clarity flow through your life in ways that make the kingdom of light bigger. You're ready to take care of abundance, not just receive it. God taught you how to deal with too much without losing your humility in the wilderness, which is why it took so long. And I've been through that kind of change myself. There was a time when every chance seemed to disappear just as it was about to happen. It was mean and felt like an unfair test. But I later realized that those close calls taught me how to be smart. God wasn't holding back. He was getting better. So that I wouldn't chase the blessing when it came. He made sure of that. I would carry it. And He's making you stand in the same way. Right now, you are entering divine territory, Anointed One. What used to fight, you will now recognize you. People are saying your name in places you haven't been yet. The voices that didn't believe in you before will soon be the ones confirming your purpose. You no longer need to explain yourself. No matter what defense you make, the evidence will speak for itself. You'll start to feel a new rhythm as you go along. It's not the beat of striving. It's the flow of things. Coming up with ideas will be easy. All the doors will open easily. What you need will show up right on time. It will feel supernatural because it really is. That's what confirmation from God does. It brings harmony between what God wants and what you experience on earth. Chosen one, don't shrink when the good things start to come your way. Now is not the time to doubt yourself or wonder if you deserve this. Your worth has already been proven by the Most High. The confirmation is God's way of telling you to go ahead and breathe. No longer are you standing at the edge. You're going across. The promises you've kept for years are finally coming true. Now is the time for you to inherit. You aren't just getting lots of things. You are becoming the thing that it is. When it comes, the world will soon see what divine timing looks like picked. As this confirmation starts to take shape, a holy feeling is growing inside you. Peace. Not the kind that needs praise, approval, or perfect conditions. The kind that comes from having your case settled by God. It's the calm that says it's over. The quiet after a storm. Without any reason. You'll feel lighter, more confident, and more sure. Even if there's no proof in front of you, that's the sign of confirmation from God. Still power rising from inside your spirit. Blessed one, don't think that this peace means you are weak. It's power wrapped in peace. You no longer have to prove anything. Heaven already backs you up. People will start to notice you more than you talk. People will feel it, but they won't always understand it. That steady flame, that depth that no storm could put out. You now have confirmation energy on you. The vibration of someone who is in harmony with God. I remember the first time I felt this calm. I used to explain everything. What made me move, change, and let go. I felt like I had to explain why the favor was done for me. But once God confirmed me, I stopped fighting for what He said was right. I learned to move without talking and to let fruit speak for me instead of words. Then it took place. Doors opened without being knocked on. Help showed up without being asked. Favor showed up without any force. Snorts, that's what happens when the beat of heaven sinks into your life. Picked. This is your new setting. The grace that got you through the hard times is now leading you to good things. You don't need to look for what's meant for you. It's already moving toward you. The confirmation has drawn you to it. Things are being changed to make room for you in terms of opportunities, resources, relationships, and platforms. What seemed out of reach at first is getting closer every day. But keep this in mind. Divine confirmation always comes with divine separation. Take it easy when people start to fade away for no reason. It's not rejection. It's getting better. It's not them that you lose, it's your limits. God is cleaning up your space so that your energy stays pure. Now, every closed door is a shield. Every goodbye points the way. The cutting back isn't a punishment. It's getting ready for elevation. Anointed one. Heaven knows how still you are right now. You've reached a place where miracles happen naturally, where luck follows function and fate doesn't seem so far away. There's no doubt about it. When that spirit said, wait, it's now saying, move. That's the sound of divine timing in action. So, be brave and walk softly. Use grace when you talk. Choose how you move. It's not just the start of a new season. You're a new person who walks in perfect sync with God's beat. It will even make you feel it. You take deeper breaths. Let your shoulders drop. Your thoughts stop. In that moment, your spirit knows the war is over. From now on, chosen one, walk like you've already arrived. You're no longer after the promise. You are the promise and living proof that heaven does what it says it will do. Chosen one, this peace you're feeling now is not the end of your story. It sets the stage for the next level of your authority. I call this place the realm of effortless manifestation. At this point, things that were hard before become easy because your energy isn't spread out all over the place. It's in time with the beat of heaven. Beloved one, God doesn't just bless someone's hands when He confirms them. He blesses the air around them. That means that favor goes ahead of you. Every place you go, you'll walk into rooms where someone has already said your name. Some doors will open for you before you even get to the handle. It's not a mistake. It's confirmation blowing past you like wind. You no longer need to force things to happen. Grace has already died. I remember there was a time when I tried to build everything by myself: work, relationships, and ministry. I was worn out. I had no idea that God had already won the battles I was fighting. Things I used to chase started to chase me. After I finally gave up, it paid off and I had forgotten about it. People reached out with divine chances. That's what happens when you stop striving and start confirming things. The supernatural turns into the norm. Picked. The Spirit of God is now letting the world know about you again, but this time not as the hurt person you were before, not as the seeker, but as the builder. You are now under the control of God. You don't control, you command. The things around you will start to react to your presence. Things will change. Being in touch with you will make people feel good. It's because you bring divine order with you every place you go. Do not think this new vibration is not important. You might start to notice that things move faster when you talk. Chances start to appear when you think. Favor still moves when you rest. That is not creativity. That is proof. You live in an open heaven. God is showing you that miracles can happen just because you exist and obey Him. This is also the time when money transfers start to happen. Anointed one. The resources that were held up are about to be released in ways that no one expected. A gift, a message, a deal, or a way to connect. Do not question it. Be respectful as you take it. It's not just money. It's purpose wrapped up in provision. The vision God gave you is being paid for by Him. Every dream you put on hold because you didn't have enough money will now be backed by heaven. Also, I want to make it clear that this transfer of wealth is not about greed. It has to do with government. It's about the good rising up to take care of what other people messed up. Influence is being given to you because you've shown loyalty in secret. You weren't after power. You wanted to be pure. That's why power is now coming to you. Chosen one, stay humble and ready as this plays out. The same God who raises up also makes things better. Keep your heart clean, your hands open, and your mind clear. You are ready for what's coming, but it's bigger than you thought. You were made ready for what's coming up in the light, in the dark. As you take a deep breath in this new reality, remember that you still have work to do to get ready. It's when your purpose comes to life. The command has now turned into the confirmation. No longer do you need to wait for heaven to move. You have been chosen and heaven is moving through you. Things around you can't stay the same. When heaven starts to move through you, the air moves. Changes happen in the atmosphere. The conversations that used to make you laugh now seem pointless. Places that used to make you feel safe start to feel too small. That's not being frustrated. Yes, that's proof. Your spirit is growing beyond what you need to survive. It's not enough to just get through it. You are being set up to master what used to be too much for you. No, this is not pain. It is divine advertising. Beloved one, it's not enough for divine confirmation to just open doors. It changes how you see things. Things start to look different to you. You can now see the mountains that used to scare you as stepping stones. The things that got in the way of your purpose before now bring you closer to it. Every delay, heartbreak, and turnoff was marked by God's fingerprints. Nothing you went through was pointless. Every second has been used by heaven to get your hands ready for the promise that is now coming true. It was like that when I walked through that season. Suddenly everything began to move. My connections broke down. My priorities shifted and chances I thought were safe began to fade. I didn't know what was going on until the Spirit told me. It's not falling apart. It's falling into order. God wasn't punishing me. He was moving me around. He was taking me from a human rhythm to the timing of heaven. The same thing is happening in your life right now, chosen one. You are moving from striving to synchronization. Things that used to need force will now respond to faith. There is a different sound to authority. It is quiet, calm, and sure of itself. There's no longer a need to prove yourself. It obeys your energy. Rather than asking for something, you are now taking it as your own. Every step you take is guided by God. The ground beneath you is now holy because heaven sees you as moving things forward with purpose. Now your outside world will start to reflect what you've learned inside. The secret truth that you were chosen will start to echo every place you go. People will feel it but not understand why. The doors will open. Hearts will get softer. You will find favor. Grace will go with you. That's because your spirit is now home to heaven. Now everything around you has to change to match that frequency. You might even awaken at holy times, 3, 4, and 5 minutes. Those events are not random. They're signs that you're in tune with eternity. God is giving you plans while you are still. He's giving you instructions in your breath. Do not act right away. Pay attention. You can get where you want to go without putting in any effort. Welcome to the ease of being a prophet chosen one. What used to drain you now fuels you. What used to scare you now drives you. You are no longer looking for the miracle. You are living proof of it. But remember this, being humble is what makes you queen. The more God raises you up, the more thankful you should be. Hold on to reverence because being thankful keeps the flow going. This is not evolution. Blessed one, it is divine engineering. Heaven is letting people see you, not so they can praise you, but so they can hold you accountable. Move with quiet authority, speak with grace, and walk with grace. The world doesn't need your noise. It needs your blessing. To the chosen one, welcome to what heaven calls the Cairo moment. The place where divine timing and fate meet. Now everything that was promised, predicted, and prayed for is coming together. This is not a mistake. The end result is this. This point has been reached through every quiet act of obedience, every hidden sacrifice, and every time you gave up instead of trying, heaven has been waiting for this moment because the version of you that is here is no longer alive. You are ready to take care of what is holy. Anointed One. God never rushes things that He wants to last. In silence, He improves His works of art. What you're going through was never meant to destroy you. Everything that couldn't carry you to the next level was being cut away. Every delay helped you become smarter. Every disappointment was making you stronger. You were being taught how to have plenty without being proud. Power without being dishonest, and favor without forgetting who gave it to you. Right now, God isn't telling you that you made it. He's telling you now, I can trust you with it. My own Kairos season didn't start with a lot of noise when it did. Know that it came with knowing. There were no fireworks or stars in the sky. There was just a strange kind of peace. The doors opened softly but clearly. The provision came before the need. It became easy to have conversations that used to seem impossible. That's how God works. Not with chaos, but with everything lined up just right. Picked. That's what's going on with you now. There are already people in place that you need. The things you need are already on their way. Heaven has already gone ahead of you to clear the way. We are not putting on a show. There is a coronation. You are no longer being tested. People believe in you. Don't be shocked when things start to move faster. That's not being unstable. That's lightning fast. It will only take days to do what used to take years. Things that seemed dead will come back to life. You'll have more faith, be at peace, and feel lighter in spirit. That's how grace moves. The time of striving is over, and the time of sovereignty has begun. Beloved One, during this phase, your discernment acts as a guide. Not all doors that are open are holy. Not every invitation is a good fit. Look for peace. Peace is God's way of letting us know what to do. It's flesh if you have to force it. It's favor if it flows. You've come too far to accept anything that doesn't come from heaven. Picked. You are real because heaven has given you that seal. You show that God keeps His word because you are a living decree. The anointing that helped you through pain will also help you through wealth. Be humble. Be thankful. Stay in line. Don't wait any longer for God to do something. You are what God wants. Remember that this light inside you is never meant to be hidden as it grows. The whole world is waiting for the sound of your obedience and the light of your victory. Be brave as you walk. Tell the truth. Move with respect. This is no longer preparation. Here is the presentation. You don't need a miracle right now. You have become one. Picked one. Now is the time when everything you've been through starts to make perfect sense. Prayers that went unanswered, lonely nights, and times of silence were not signs that God was not there. That was His plan. He set you up to be seen without vanity, to have influence without giving in, and to get rich without lying. It's not just permission to rise that you carry with you. Now, taking over as Anointed One is a divine command in what's coming next. There is no chance reward. It's God's punishment. The scales are evening out. You planted seeds of faith when no one was looking. And now they are growing in a good way. The years of being unknown were not wasted. It was an investment. Heaven always gives rewards for being quiet. That's why this season will be different. It will move by favor instead of force. It will start to show up in small ways, deals that go more smoothly than planned. All of a sudden, conversations can lead to new opportunities, credits, and divine connections. Do not call it luck. We shouldn't call it a coincidence. We'll call it confirmation. The promise of heaven that the wealth of the righteous would be established has been kept. God is giving you money because your purpose will last forever. I have seen this for myself. I used to think that blessings were just random and that some people were just lucky. The flow had always been there. Though once I got in tune with divine timing for me to believe I deserved it, it was there. When I started to trust instead of doubt, everything changed. Contracts showed up, provisions grew, and pressure turned into peace. Now I know that confirmation isn't something you chase. It's something that you are. Chosen one. You now embody the yes of heaven. Your every move is governed by divine law. You won't even have to knock on the doors you start walking through because your heart is pure. People with power will find you because you were refined. Everything you touch now has the beauty of heaven. This is what it looks like to be a God. Not trying but taking care of things almighty. Remember that this confirmation doesn't end with you. You're not a vault. You're a vessel. You have to let what comes to you flow through you. Your words, works, wisdom, and money are all ways that God is using your extra to help other people get free. That's why your territory is getting bigger. You're no longer just getting things. Divine grace and plenty are coming to you more and more. And as things speed up, stay rooted in stillness. How deep your roots have to go depends on how high you are. Keep your peace as fiercely as you seek your purpose. Keep the noise out of the way, so you can hear the voice. Your wisdom is now your guide and your gratitude is your shield. You have been chosen and now is the time to crown you. Your new identity is now official after the last confirmation. Picked, armed, and unable to be stopped. Heaven has already sent your name to realms that can't be seen. And now earth needs to answer. You will see that the world is changing to fit your fate because the one who made it said so. So walk with confidence, anointed one. Move as if the prophecy came true. It will break patterns, move nations, and wake up generations with the light you carry. You don't need a miracle right now. You've turned into the miracle. The last confirmation is no longer a message. You are the chosen one. Now is your Kairos moment. The exact second that heaven and earth agreed to help you. The final stamp of approval has been put on it and the spiritual transfer is already happening. You are no longer on the edge of something good. You're going through it. What was delayed is now out in the world. What couldn't be seen before can now be seen. You can get through the gates now that they are open. Dear Anointed One, this is your divine speeding up. The spirit that made you stronger in silence is now showing you off in snorts, glory. Your faith, sound seeds are coming up in your money, your purpose, your health, and your peace. Heaven is moving resources, lining up hearts, and commanding favor to find you without you having to do anything. You are being remembered, healed, and brought back into the world at just the right time. From now on, walk with bold stillness. There's nothing you need to chase. There's nothing you need to prove. The confirmation itself says a lot about you. Your presence will change the mood and your obedience will make way for things that no man could have made. Before the night ends, chosen one, take a moment to thank God for what has already come. Talk about life. Say that it's done. Right. I received the final confirmation in the comments below. If this word spoke to you, then share this message so that other people can wake up to their appointed time. Heaven has confirmed you and nothing can stop what God has started. Go in peace and power. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step.